So somebody, I'm trying to see what the hell happened here. I don't understand how people get into this mess. I mean, god damn, you should not be going that fucking quick on these little back roads back here. Not at all. So hey, what's going on, people? So today I'm gonna do a little test here to see, ask strangers, okay, how fast do they think this bike goes? And I think it'll be an interesting thing because, as you all know, if you watch my channel, 67 miles an hour is about it. So 67 is kind of a very unique number, so I don't expect anyone to get it right on the nose. But I am just curious, by the looks of this bike, right, what people think the speed could be on it. My daughter said 75. Apparently she don't watch my videos, but yeah, she said 75 miles an hour. I'm not quite. So we're gonna get some real live opinions here, if I can find anybody. It's pretty early, not really early. What time is it? I don't even know. Almost 11 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. So we'll see. Don't think that guy's real. I'm not parking here. How fast do you think this goes? How fast do you think this goes? Wild guess.
I don't know, brother. What kind of size motor is that on?
150?
It's probably 80 miles an hour.
80? All right. I'm just getting opinions. 67. Not. Thanks. So he's pretty smart. He's like, what size engines has got in it? 150 cc. So he thought it would go 80 miles an hour. Not quite. I mean, it looks faster than it really goes, I guess. I mean, to be all fairness, it looks like a pretty quick bike. And I do have some decals on it that, you know, talk about like racing and crap, but I don't think people really pay attention to that. The one guy did at the gas station though. Do. Hey, how fast do you think this goes? Just quick guess. No? Nobody wants to play. Yeah, some people don't want to really engage. I get it, man. It's kind of hard out here to just random strangers. Hey, how fast do you think this bike goes? Like, okay, are you some kind of weirdo or something, right? When I ride by other motorcyclists, I do see them kind of checking out the bike. They're trying to figure out what the hell it is, you know. They're just like looking at it pretty hard. And everybody's cool about it though. They still give me the salute. They're just confused what this thing is. That's a nice one there. I like that blue color. But the Hamilton area here where we live, this is the west side of Hamilton. When you get on that side of the river, I have videos on that. But this traffic literally never stops. I mean, it's constant because this is the main thoroughfare between, you know, getting in and out of Hamilton, going to the west side down there. But my goodness, it just literally, this is constant. Like, traffic never stops both ways. It's amazing. I have never seen a place such as this, you know, that the traffic just is non-stop. And I am not kidding. It is bizarre. You got all these, because this, I wish there was some other ways, and there are. If you go back ways and stuff, there's ways out of Hamilton But most people don't know that, how to do that. They don't really care. They're just going to take the main artery down, and that's fine. But it is what it is. But still, the only way to get a break is just to get a traffic light to stop the traffic. There's no way you're going to pull out. It's crazy. So yeah, this is considered, like I did prior videos, the west side of Hamilton, Ohio. A lot of little shops. It's really starting to transform, like I said before. Little boutiques and stuff. A lot of nice restaurants being built. Big you know, apartment complexes going up, little studio apartments. Yeah, it's really becoming a nice little quaint little town again. It was getting run down there for a couple decades or more, and now it's starting to rebuild back up because people are realizing, hey, there's money over here. Tequila and Bourbon Hall, Agave and Rye. That's fairly new. And see, these are the studio apartments. Nice little balconies. You can sit out there and watch traffic if you'd like. That dude looks like Captain Spaulding from 1001 Corpses. If you guys have any idea what I'm talking about, it's a movie. I'm a horror guy. Dude out there trimming the lawn, man, looked like Captain Spaulding. That was crazy. Now we're gonna go back into Hamilton. I guess you could call it the east side of Hamilton. And again, this is the Great Miami River right here. And now we're going into east side of Hamilton, Ohio. I want to see if this thing will trigger a garage ticketing system. Let's see.
Please press.
Oh no!
Take the parking ticket. Please take the parking ticket.
That's what yeah, I guess what triggers it. See, I got the ticket here, but I guess what triggers it is pressing the button. So I was thinking I was telling my wife, because I got grand jury duty next week, and we only have two vehicles. So I was thinking, oh my gosh, I might have to take the bike here, you know? And I said, but the only thing I'm concerned about is, does that garage, which I'm in now, I'm just gonna go this way, get the heck out of here. Does that garage, is it gonna trigger my bike? You know, is it gonna see my bike, the sensor? Well, I forgot, I guess they're push buttons, so yeah. It doesn't like sense your vehicle, you just push it when you're ready. So, well, there solves that mystery. So now I just leave, and since I was in here, what, 2 minutes? Yeah, whatever, come on. Should be no charge. Yeah, no charge, because I think you get like, I don't know, 15 minutes in this garage. That's pretty cool. Look at those cars. Haha, pretty cool. Nice. So yeah, basically a grand jury, what they do, and I never knew this. I had to go to jury duty years and years ago, probably like 2 decades ago, but I was not selected as a juror. This time I was, because I actually volunteered for it, because I wanted to learn, I wanted to get the experience, right? So I was one of 14 out of probably about 40 people that voluntarily gave their service to become a grand juror, and it's really interesting. Yeah, you got to hear about the cases and stuff of either the violent people out there or the drug addicts, or, you know, it's not pleasant stuff. A lot of them aren't, but it taught me a lot about the law and the court and the proceedings and how things go down. So a grand jury, basically their job is to hear the evidence to see if it'll go to trial. So it's just evidence-based, whether it's drugs or domestic violence or whatever. So you got a prosecutor who comes in and presents the case, kind of in a nutshell goes over what's going down with the case. And then you got witnesses sometimes, if it requires a witness. That could either be like a police officer usually, or even a witness that they bring in, and they give their little testimony and you hear them. And a lot of these are pretty cut and dry, but we had a few last time, honestly, that were a little questionable whether the person was being, you know, overly just trying to get at their husband or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I can't really talk about details, but I can tell you that they are very interesting sometimes. And most of them that we hear, we true bill them, they call it, which means, yeah, it's going to go to trial next, because there was enough evidence for the grand jury to what they call true bill the case. I never heard of these terms in my life before this, but it's pretty interesting. Like I said, I would say a good 80% of grand jury cases are drug related. That's how much drugs are out there, people. It's everywhere, and I never knew that. And the biggest ones are probably meth and fentanyl. Fentanyl is huge, and fentanyl is very potent. So I learned a lot about fentanyl too. So what they'll do is drugs that are expensive, like, you know, I don't know, meth, coke, whatever, they will put fentanyl in it for the volume to make it seem like you're getting more of the drug, of the good drug. Fentanyl, though, is very potent, and it's cheap to make because it's a synthetic. So fentanyl is produced in bulk, and it's very inexpensive to make. And yeah, they mix it with like meth or something. So a person is, say they're used to a certain dose of meth, right? And there's whatever, heroin or whatever, they're shooting it up, and then it happened to be laced with fentanyl. Well, guess what? They're going to over OD on that, because the fentanyl is what is like 100 times stronger than the actual drug itself. Whether it's, I don't know if it's 100 times stronger, but it's very potent. So that's why they OD, because it's been laced with fentanyl. I don't know if you guys knew that. Probably did. Well, anyway, I think that's really like crazy. So if you're on the street and you thinking you're buying some, you know, typical meth or heroin or something, and it happens to be laced, yeah, you could OD like immediately on that shit, because it is very, very potent. Fentanyl is, and I never knew that. Can tell I'm not a drug lord. Hey, how fast do you think this goes? Just
75.
75? Close. I got it up to 67. Yeah. Well, good luck to you today. Always never a dull moment at Walmart. So he was saying, what did he say? 75. People think it's faster than it apparently is. And it does look fast. I mean, people think it's a motorcycle. So, you know, when you got a 150cc scooter, even though I got ADV 150 on the side, if people that aren't familiar with motorbikes, they're not going to understand what it is, you know what I mean? And the reason I do these little opinion things out there is just, I want you guys to understand that it's no big deal what you buy, as far as if it's a scooter, if it's a motorbike, whatever. You don't focus on the label. Just get the bike that you like and enjoy it. I mean, hell, this thing, I mean, you could get it to go 75 with mods on it and stuff, but yeah, I mean, nobody wants to really, I don't want to do that. And I'm not gonna spend $2,000 in modifications for this bike to get, you know, 5 to 10 miles per hour more than it is. That's just silly. If you want to go faster than 65 miles an hour, my goodness, just buy a bike that does. It's a lot cheaper. It amazes me when people buy a bike and then they want to spend all this money to modify it to make it 5 miles an hour faster, even if it's 10 miles an hour faster. That's crazy to me. I mean, yeah, it's fun to work on bikes and stuff, I guess. If you're a gearhead and you enjoy doing that stuff, great. I'm not knocking anybody for doing it, but it's just something that I wouldn't do. The mods that I put on a bike are useful mods, not to try to tweak 5 miles an hour more out of it as far as quickness, but functional mods. To me, it's more about function than trying to squeeze a couple more miles per hour out of this bike. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. And this jacket though, this jacket by Kemimoto that I did a few videos back, it is really nice because it's breathable. So I don't, you know, even though it's 90 degrees right now, or pretty close to it, I don't feel when I start moving, it's like air conditioning because of the mesh material. So this actually is a really nice jacket. And one thing I did want to mention, guys, if you are riding, keep your wallet on you, on your person. I forget who made this comment in one of my videos. Oh, they saw me putting my wallet in this little cubby here, and it was now what happened? Somebody wrecked down there. I'm gonna go check this out. But anyway, so talking about wrecking, so yeah, if you got your wallet on you and heaven forbid you do take a spill or get in an accident, you know, where are they going to check first? They're going to check you out first. They're not going to check out the bike. It's a piece of material, so they're going to look for identification on you. So that was a very great tip, very useful, and I thank you for that, whoever you were, as far as one of my viewers. That and now I carry my wallet on me. I got a zip pocket. This jacket has 2 zippable pockets on them, and I keep it right here and zipped up, so even if I take a tumble, I'm still gonna have it. So somebody, I'm trying to see what the hell happened here. I don't understand how people get into this mess. I mean, god damn, you should not be going that fucking quick on these little back roads back here. Not at all. How do people manage to do this shit? It just amazes me. You know what? It could be somebody old. There's an old gentleman right there. I don't know. I'm not trying to pick on old people, but somebody definitely wasn't paying attention. And that's what happens when you don't pay attention. So, not sure what happened. Not sure if there's any injuries, but it looks like this vehicle was probably coming down the road, and that black truck was either pulling out of Home Depot lot or something. Yeah, kind of hard to tell, but man, it's a mess. People. It's amazing to me how just people are not aware of what's going on around them. I don't know if it's because they're on like medication or staring in their cop wasn't happy with that black truck. I think they were trying to get into the Home Depot, and the guy wasn't letting them, and they're yelling at him. Man, the entitlement in this world is crazy. So you can't go to Home Depot and you're yelling at a cop because of it. God damn. When there's people that are hurt here and you're too entitled because you want to go to Home Depot. Let's go check out who that is. I just like to see, I like to see entitlement when I see it. So yeah, you got people that are probably seriously hurt, and you got this person right here. Right here. I'm gonna see what they look like. Yeah, you got this fucker there that's entitled. It wants to go to Walmart, and he's yelling at the cop because he can't get in the Home Depot. Sorry. My goodness, what a go get your washer down at Menards. There's a Menards right here. You don't have to go in the Home Depot. So yeah, I gave him a look. You entitled freak. Oh, don't mind the people that are hurt, ruin their fucking day and costing thousands of dollars in damage. You know, don't worry about them. It's all about you and your washer that you can't get at Home Depot today. My goodness. Don't you guys get bothered by entitled people like that? I mean, there's no empathy whatsoever in this world. None. There's some that have it, but these pricks like this, I mean, they just, if they had a gun, they just wipe out everybody. They don't care. They don't care about human beings whatsoever. It's all about them. And that's why I stopped and gave him that look. I'm like, I see you, entitled. I heard him. He's sitting there yelling at the cop, let me in, let me. I heard him say it. You can't hear it on the video, but I heard it. And the cop's like, get the f out of here. We're trying to deal with an accident here. There's injured people. And the guy's being a dick about it. My goodness. Oh my God, guys, that just strikes a nerve in me. I'm sorry, but I do not like entitled people. I think that is wrong, and I think we've become a nation of entitled people, and it's sad. It really is sad. I mean, because I've been in accidents. I get it. And if you're a cop especially, and you're trying to block traffic and you're trying to investigate a scene, the last thing you want is some prick pulling up in a truck, trying to get in the damn place, and the cop's trying to tell him, get away, we have to investigate this. And I get it. My goodness, sorry about my rant, but man, that guy was a dick. Sorry it took you a little bit out of your way where you had to go down a block and turn around and get to Home Depot the other direction. Sorry about that, mister. Hate to ruin your day. It's only 11 o'clock you got all damn day. Are you not concerned about the people that were in the accident? Jesus. Some people, man, I tell you. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna hang it up now. I've seen enough today. But anyway, the consensus is a few people. I could have got more, but anytime you go out and ride, things change. So it happens. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video anyway. Hope you enjoy my little rant. Hope you saw some different stuff today. I'm gonna hang it up. I gotta go home, cool off a little bit. 70, both of them said 75, or maybe one guy said 72 and the other guy said 75. I'll have to look at the video back. But thanks, guys. Let me know your opinions on stuff, and hope you enjoyed the video and my ranting, and we'll see you on the next one.